but they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a third down and long coming up.
Man 5-7. 56, 5. 56.
On third and long, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
This nigga literally is throwing the ball right to the defender every time.
Xavier Woods with a pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel.
If it's pass interference and they call it on him and then say, I accept the penalty, how is it still his ball? Bro, this game broken as fuck. Literally called pass interference on this man. I accept the penalty and it's his ball.
Hi, Lyrica. How you doing? Hey, hello. You know me, right? Yeah. I'm going to just say this to you because I'm looking at you right in your face. There has been people who...
Interference. Oh, the killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
General West. Ready?
Now a first carry for their fullback. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Second and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Down. 10 Lobo.
58, come on.
Hey, Foxtrot. Clear.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Well, 58 is the mic. Let's go, deep, tight.
5.
Second and 6. He's
That's
got
a,
Castro
oh
in
my.
the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Hey, Steve 6.
Mike, 58, right there.
Get it.
Back to throw now on first down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second and 6 at the 7-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
We go. 50, plant. Blue draw, Porter.
On third down, Dickerson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
It'll be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
I don't be caring about
And he'll
that
take
shit.
it back to about the 19-yard line.
I still gotta stop now before you see it in.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for
I hate that it make you wait for
Thank
people to
Dr.
say their
Davis.
defense
That
before you
throw
snap
good
the
for
ball.
4. It's second down.
Because he left that nigga wide open.
4
Instead
yards
he
on
hit
that
X
last
trying to hurry up
completion,
and
so
snap
that
the
sets
ball
up
and they
second
wouldn't
and
run.
6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Shotgun now for Wentz. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, able to avoid him. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Now! Hey, lock it!
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Speed dribbling.
Going to give this time to the tailback.
Yeah.
Not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And up, 90 Wolf.
58 right there. Let's go, defense.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Damn, I should have cut up the middle right there.
And he brings
Fuck,
it back
man.
to right around the 26-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To throw is Wentz.
Look at this shit,
For the
bro.
end zone. And that is
They just tried to cheat the fuck out of me, bro.
Washington. In for
They
the
made him run
score.
right into him. You see how they got
As
Curtis
they're
Samuel
now
stuck on
the
dude
board
there?
here for the first half.
That's bullshit. Fuck out of
Point
here.
after, right down the middle.
Luckily, I
That'll
seen
cut it
dude
to
ass in the
3
back
at
corner.
10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Well, I audible one of the routes to
That's
make it
fielded in the end zone.
crisscross and shit.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25.
But I
at
just saw the nigga at the
24-yard
last
line.
second and like, fuck it, I'm gonna throw it. I figured I'm gonna catch it with him, go out of bounds.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception.
There we go. Come get it there.
When you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Nah, this shit, all stocks.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah.
Here's the 2nd and 7.
Oh, that's a pick!
Here, and that's complete.
Wow,
2
bro.
yards there on the catch and run.
They wild as fuck for
I
that
think
shit.
that's a big pickup for a first
Look how I
down
ran
because
straight
when you
through
run a
it, bro.
drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
That's fucking wild, man.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And the
You feel me? That's why I ran through it the way I did. I'm like, if I
first
take this
half as
angle and go
they'll
straight
stop
through the
it
ball,
behind
that's
the
to the
line.
crib.
It'll be a loss of a
I
yard,
ain't trading
and it'll
no
be
time.
2nd
This
and
motherfucker
11.
tackle everything moving, man.
2nd and 11.
Look at this kid.
Man,
How the fuck is he open with the speed I got on the field, bro?
27
That's the
yards
fastest
there,
corners in
first
the
down.
league and shit.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina
That's
did
what I'm
that
saying.
against
That's why I
Denver?
play
They lost
press
the game
man and shit. I don't
ultimately.
even play.
They
I'm trying
dropped
to
the
bump me.
defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super
They
Bowl
let this shit
50.
on the shit out. What's
Maybe
his
some
name?
sort of
He
scheme
stay
like
like
that to
this
try
on
and
this
get more
shit.
pressure at the passer.
6-6, pull it high. Get it.
On 2nd down now, Dickerson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready?
Yes, Mike. Defense wins championships, baby.
First team, spell.
They're going to look to throw.
Hit. Thank you, Mike.
And all
Thank you, Mike.
intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Fucking go, man.
Down as time is
I knew he was
now
gonna go to that. I knew he was going to that
half
short
of
corner. Give me that shit.
So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our
He's been
man
doing that shit,
Jonathan
trying to lead him
Coachman
out
at our
all the
EA
way to the
Sports
corner, and they've been
halftime
letting his
report.
ass do it.
Coach,
Fuck that.
both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action.
He's
here
been
in
working
quarter
all game.
number
He
3.
got that throw in the corner the last play on that shit.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Jason
And he'll
Darius,
take it
that's
back
my
to
play him.
about
We
the
got good game.
19-yard line.
You make me think.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They run again with Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, you.
51.
Wynn's going to try and throw on 3rd. And he locates Walker, complete.
What? Holding. Get the fuck out. You know
So that
what?
one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive
gotta do
and
some
defensive
corner shit.
linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
That nigga beat the Lions
Following
53
the
to 0.
holding call,
God.
what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Hey, get the fuck out of it, for real.
Hey, Charlie.
He beat that boy ass, bro. Dawg, hell, he ain't beat that man ass like that,
Completes it to Samuel.
bro. Ooh, let's go, Curtis. Ah, Lord, I just fucked up with a touchdown while I run to the sideline, bro.
45.
Why did I run to the sideline, bro?
Defensively, they force them into 3rd and long.
Damn.
Advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready
I
to
would
come
have
out.
fucking
So much for that
scored.
3 and out.
Fuck.
On 1st down, Wentz. And Walker has it.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play.
No,
If you're
for
on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's go, Great.
Wentz going to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. Johnson on poke free. Football's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
They make you run slow as hell. Jalen Hurts got like 87 speed on this bitch, and they just make you run hella slow the whole time. I don't like that shit.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's 6, baby. Let's go, Mike.
First down and much more. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jared Cook, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at halftime.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And
maybe that this thing get the initial stiff arm off every time.
They're going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
You said what? Hell no, I got Jimmy Smith too.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
I got Jimmy Smith still on the Redskins.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No, you don't. I do. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you said corner? I got Jimmy Smith the wide receiver. Jimmy Smith the corner. Yeah, that's a different. Yeah, that's a whole different thing.
Down. 60 outlaw. Hey, Haywood.
Watch quick. Watch quick.
Greystone travel.
Jeffrey Okuda.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready? 10 logo. 80 weapons.
It's gonna be
Alpha.
It's gonna be a long.
Two.
He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep.
I'm finna stay home with the fucking interception on the crew.
Picked off at the 25. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner?
You see it, right?
At the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut.
Maybe
start to
because
shake yourself out of it.
Let's go, D.
Hey, exit.
So after the INT, here's Wentz.
Carson Wentz don't get rid of the ball fast enough. That nigga is open, man.
In these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame.
That's what I was doing. He don't get the fucking ball out of his hand. I'm staring at R1. He wide the fuck
that
open.
complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second.
Anybody else would have threw the fucking ball. This the only nigga I know to hold the fucking ball.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. From the gun on third down, Wentz. Walker with a grab, left side. And they pick up 25 as they convert.
And I ain't forcing shit. I'm taking what he did.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is.
Probably. That nigga slick, low key. I ain't gonna lie
You have to be
to you.
careful about how much
That
time you're
motherfucker
giving up.
accelerate. He's 96 speed, 96 acceleration. His ass be out of there.
You go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your
Why would you
defensive
play
front,
defense instead of going for the
defensive end,
catch, Kirby?
defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say about a nigga that just go for the fucking...
Again, it's Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
You see this bullshit? Now tell me how he jumps in front of me to do that when I'm clearly leading the man inside because he on my back. Tell me how that's real. I threw it inside away from him. He comes underneath me, tips it, and then kicks it away. That's bullshit. I fucking hate that.
And good concentration by him to
That's
react
regular
to
ass Jimmy
avoid the
Smith. Even if it's a
interception.
legend, I'm throwing to a legend wide receiver. Shit.
Squeeze.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken
Yeah,
down.
like I'm lead. That's
Back in
just
his
common
own
sense.
7.
He's running behind me. I throw the ball inside to lead my man away from him, and y'all do that shit. Come on,
a
bro.
week ago.
And
Yeah, it's dumb as hell, bro.
In that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week,
So
you're
yeah,
counting
we
on
really
continuing
know.
that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Cheetah.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more.
No, they don't,
after
but I'll do
this.
some
This
backup
is
to
the
that.
NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll look to throw.
Pick.
Looking deep
Pick.
downfield.
You see this bullshit?
Complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. DJ Chark.
Fucking fake.
92
So he can make that
yards.
pass, but then I throw the shit
Falcons
open to an
have
open motherfucker,
retaken
lead him
the
away
lead.
from you. You let him cut me off and pick the shit
Might
up.
be seeing that
Then you can
one
throw
on
the bitch right between
highlight
two
shows
receivers
tonight.
and
The
drop it in
home
the
run
bucket.
ball here in the
Come
fourth
on,
quarter
bro.
to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and
Yeah,
then following
that shit
through.
corny.
All the way
11
through.
corners
Go ahead and
and
throw one
shit.
more up
Shit.
there. Why not?
Jack
Been a great
Tatum
game,
and shit
and
in
we
the
are not
back.
done yet.
Yeah.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Right back to him on 1st down. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Wentz.
Look at this nigga. He's wide open. He fucks it up. I hate this motherfucker.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard.
Why would
on
they
their
make him throw
mechanics,
off my back foot?
And they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd, here's an option play right. On 3rd down.
Why would you run right into him? You have to go
And he'll be
outside
taken
for
down
first.
well
Fuck
before
him.
the first at about the 36-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
This nigga had all that green to the right.
And this
He
one
ran right
looks
into
good.
him.
It is good. Right down the pipe. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
He ain't fumble. I was trying to kill that motherfucker.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Oh God, I'm not giving up shit. Fuck that. You don't have to beat you with them bullshit ass passes. I'm not giving them the rest.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw.
Yes, sir.
And
Thank
this
you.
is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Hey, oh, really went out of bounds.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased.
And he is into the end
That's
zone.
how you finish a run, Herschel.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. The extra point splits the uprights. And the decision
But I
to just
accidentally
kick
got
the
too close to
extra
the
point
sideline.
winds
That's
up
right. That's the 2nd
successful.
time. He done got 2 picks like that this game. I should have been to the field.
That's fielded in the end zone.
I just hit stick this man. Watch this
Wind up
spin.
getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Hey, high 7.
Yeah. Mike 58.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is Casper catching it outright. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A real field flipper there. All of a sudden, they've got a first down in the red zone. For the run on
He should have
first down, a
fumbled that.
disaster.
I want
He's
that
tackled
fumble
well
bad.
behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, I
Different
want that
story
bad.
this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
30 base.
Tell me how he didn't fumble that. That's supposed to be on the turf, bro. And that's Patrick Willis. That ain't just no regular, you know what I'm saying, person hitting this nigga, bro.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a
That's a
shot
pick.
to the end zone.
That's a pick, Mike.
Oh, a crusher there.
Go,
It's
man.
intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Oh, great. You talking me what you talking about, Roscoe. You gotta be talking about Roscoe, bro.
Buying time to his left.
He got to be talking
Now
about
let it go
that.
deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, I'm like, you don't blame your lady for the air, so you don't do that. Yeah, you don't do that shit.
This a
Come
very
on, my lady
important
came
drive,
in and
that completion leads to a very important third down.
oh, this
Trying to get the
nigga
football
wild,
back.
man.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game.
Right, you ain't blaming for them W's,
Pressure
man.
here, they can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
No, Buckstock has to. I think that's he got a Hollywood
About
Brown.
set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys.
He's gonna make one.
Throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. Sometimes that'll work just fine.
A crusher there as it's intercepted.
Let's go, Mike.
Read it well and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football
I said, there you go. I
back.
said, even if he threw it earlier, I was
Just a little bit
baiting
of
him
a
for that
rough
shit.
stretch. 6 interceptions
I was
now in
waiting
these
on it.
last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that
That's
nature.
bullshit,
I'm also
man.
wondering,
One fucking
is he
person
getting
will beat
fooled
my
by what he's
shit.
seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than
It's
what he
nice. I just
expected?
know what it is
For
now.
the
I done
second
seen
week
it
in a
now.
row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
That's what I'm saying. It should have been a one move,
As they come
bro.
up second and 10.
As hell, because that was his ass.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw.
Got
They'll
him.
get this into the hands of Breida. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock
I don't
him
know,
down.
but yeah, like
Give
it's,
him
it's
14
stupid.
on
That's
that
weird,
one
bro.
and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room. Straight 15.
He took
Straight
that lick
15.
on Breida ass, man. I don't know.
Here we go.
You should. Trust me, I'm sitting there like, fuck.
Back to throw. Wentz. Campbell making the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before
Put that
being taken
footwork
down.
on that boy.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Just
That
a yard
nigga.
on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I believe it. I just couldn't. I'm like, I don't trust it.
Here's
Like,
2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I ain't trust. I don't know. I be getting nervous with this game. They do so much janky shit. You be scared to try shit.
Wentz to throw.
Oh, come.
And that will be incomplete.
He
4
bullshit.
ticks left here on the clock.
I'm bored now. Gonna try some shit. Gonna experiment with a play real quick. Somebody play the game. He
They want
overthrew
to
Herschel
reverse. They
bad
need to
as
get the
fuck. Though
football to
Herschel
the
was wide as fuck.
32
He
here
just
on
fucked
3rd
it up.
down.
Hey, Wahoo.
Pick 6 or some shit.
Now Wentz. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. This is
I caught it.
so hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just
That's
said.
what I'm
Nothing comes
saying, bro.
easy in
This game
league.
crazy
How many
as hell.